Welcome back, my friends. It is time for the Morning Mindset. Are you ready to get your mind aligned with the truth of God? Man, I want to encourage you, set aside the distractions right now, even though you may be actively doing something. You may be driving in the car, running on the treadmill, putting on makeup, getting ready for the day. That's okay, but push aside the mental distractions, the things you're thinking about, the things that would draw your attention, like social media or the television or something like that. Turn it all off. Actively get ready to align your mind with the truth of God. We are looking at the book of 1 Peter, and we've already jumped right into some very deep theology that is actually quite encouraging, because Peter's been telling us what God has done for us by giving us new birth and what that actually means. We just learned yesterday in verse number 7 that the hard times we go through are God refining our faith. That's God's work in our lives to make our faith more pure and stronger and better, if it were. Now, in verse number 8, we're going to see some more of what God's doing. It says, though you have not seen him, you love him. Though you do not see him now, you believe in him and rejoice with joy that is inexpressible and filled with glory, obtaining the outcome of your faith, the salvation of your souls. Now, my friends, doesn't something in that sentence resonate with you? You have not seen Jesus physically with your physical eyes, yet you love him. And you don't see him right now in this moment or in this hard time you may be going through or in the blessings that you're experiencing. You don't see him physically, yet you believe in him and you rejoice with joy that's inexpressible and filled with glory. You see, this thing we call Christian faith, though it is not something we tangibly see, like we might see another person in our lives, it is something we experience on a day-to-day basis. And it's all God's doing. That's really the context. Since verse 3 all the way till this verse, which is verse number 8, he's been saying God has done all these things. This is a recap of what our salvation is all about. You see, and right now, in an experiential way, we love Jesus actively, and we believe in him actively. We rejoice with a joy that's inexpressible and filled with glory because of what he's done for us. Now, my friends, I think what Peter's trying to do here is he's trying to get us to slow down enough that we can stop and look at what God has actually done for us. He has saved us by forgiving our sin. He has given us hope. He has given us an inheritance that will never fade away. He is guarding us personally through our faith. He is refining us and making our faith better as we go through the hard times of life. And because we know that all of that is in the background, kind of underneath everything that we experience, we are able to express our gratitude and our love toward him. We're able to rejoice in spite of the difficulties of life, because we know that all of this is going to result in us obtaining the very thing we have faith in Christ for, and that is the salvation of our souls. Now, what is your soul? Well, it's the real you. I believe it's comprised of your mind, your will, and your emotion. It's that part of you that's going to exist for eternity. And you, as that soul, that person, are being saved by the faith God has given you in Jesus Christ. You're being saved from the punishment of sin. You're being saved from separation from God for all eternity, which may not sound like much, but as you dig into it, it's the loss of the most valuable thing that exists, relationship with God himself. My friends, Peter is struggling here to give us a full-orbed picture of what it is we've received in Jesus Christ. And I encourage you, spend the time today to ponder this over your lunch break, over some other time during your day. Do what you can to get your mind around this so you can truly rejoice.